And the first question I have is it's a concern for many people in the world at this moment. Anxiety, stress has always been a thing, but it seems like it's extremely heightened now. I wanted to ask, how can people navigate the extreme frequencies of the world while keeping peace within themselves?
That's an excellent question and very relevant to these times. What people need to understand is that the earth has its own frequency. Every day that we interact with reality, we're being bombarded by frequencies of all different kinds. So we're being bombarded by sound frequency, light frequency, the frequency from technology, and also the natural frequencies emanated by the cosmic bodies, the bodies that are out of space, right? Now, it's important to bear in mind that we ourselves, our organs emanate a frequency. So our heart emanates a frequency and our brain emanates a frequency. So now when you combine all of that, that's just a lot of frequencies that we are interacting with. Now, here's the thing. When we're completely at peace, or when we're asleep, our heart's frequency and our brain's frequency is actually in perfect alignment with the earth's frequency, right? Now, when we are awake and busy thinking and doing and so on, then our heart's frequency and our brain's frequency increase. So we're out of sync, right? So when we're asleep and when we're meditating, we are synchronized to the earth's frequency. Now, all of that is important to bear in mind as we figure out how to maintain our peace. Now, in addition to audio frequency, light frequency, and technology frequency, we have a lot of other technologies that are generating EMF. Our microwaves do that. Our mobile phones, our computers, there are transmitters all over. Our Wi-Fi stations are generating a lot of EMF, electromagnetic frequencies that are interacting with ours. Now, even a simple thing like AirPods, it's generating a frequency that is being carried to our brain and through our brain. All of these frequencies are having an impact on our natural frequencies. It's disrupting them. So what's happening is when we keep using our devices, or we sleep with our devices, or we're in a house with Wi-Fi, or in buildings with Wi-Fi, our whole electromagnetic frequency is being disrupted. Now, when our electromagnetic frequencies are disrupted, our personal energy field is being deteriorated, is the best term that I could use. And what does that lead to? It leads to, hormonal imbalance, endocrine disruptions, and overall dysregulation of our entire bodies. It's going to affect our moods. It's going to affect our personalities. It's going to affect how we even digest. Because if you are not feeling peaceful, your digestion is going to be disrupted. Remember the fight and flight chemicals that our bodies produce? We will produce more, and that's going to mess with our blood quality, our digestive juices, all sorts of things. So I think what it is important for us to understand is how all these frequencies affect our natural frequencies that we emanate, right? And then how we control and regulate how we interact with these frequencies. Even a simple thing like music is emanating frequencies that alter our moods, alter our perspective. Remember, when you hear music and you hear lyrics to music, you're integrating all of that. So when the message being carried on the frequencies is low vibration, then your mood is going to be low vibration, your behavior is going to be low vibration. So we have to be so careful in terms of what we take into and what we surround ourselves with in terms of frequency. So we need to be careful in terms of, how we sleep. We need to be careful how much of these devices we use. We need to be careful about how we, embrace the smart devices, because guess what? If I say to the average person, turn off your Wi-Fi, they're going to say, but my Wi-Fi is in charge of my security, my passwords, my computer, my lighting, my temperature, my car, my this, my that. And so what's happening is that people are not even prepared to let go of some of the potentially damaging frequencies that we're surrounding ourselves with.
There's another aspect I wanted you to touch on in regards to the frequency of people. I know we need to avoid
Yes.
devices, right? But people should be cognitive of avoiding the frequency of some of the people that they're around. It's very toxic. And what I notice is that
Right.
people may complain about certain energies coming from other people, but they still stay around those other people. So just like you said, they don't want to part with the technological device. They may want to consider partnering with certain people.
Absolutely. So in the same way that you consider, minimizing your interaction with devices, perhaps not sleeping in the same room where there's Wi-Fi, not being around transmitters, not living near to transmitters, it's also important to recognize that the same frequencies being emitted from our heart and our brain means that we have a general and overall frequency that each of us as individuals generate. So, like you have said, people are emitting particular frequencies, and there are some frequencies that when you go around them, they're literally deleterious. And there's some frequencies that you go around that are nurturing and nourishing and empowering. And so we have to also be vigilant with the frequencies emanated from people that we choose to be around. And if we need to eliminate some of them, we just need to do the needful to protect our energy, to protect our peace. So if you are around someone or a group of persons, and when you leave that group, you have feelings of unworthiness, not being good enough to keep up with them, not being perceived in a way, being judged too much. If you feel sad and disempowered, I think that's a good sign that the frequencies being emanated by the individual or that group is not nurturing for your spirit, and that you should take the steps to remove yourself from those harmful frequencies, because they are harmful.